We have a project entitled as a COVID-19 detector using a chest X-ray images. So myself, my name is Syed Mohammad Kazim Mehdi with my lovely mentees Ashwani Singh, Janmejai Singh, Rohan Gawade, Pratham Goyal, and Sayam Noor. So our motivation for project is like our current situation has highlighted how the existing medical system require a lot of improvement in terms of doctors, staffs, and fixed resources. So we come up with the idea to detect the COVID-19 through a chest X-ray with our with website as well as with mobile application. So current work is done with we have our model, and we have collected a data set from different resources like Kaggle and from a GitHub IO from IEEE repository, and we use this mobile net to increase our performance. As you can see the code snippets, then this is the result, like how the precision recalls support story have got it. Then after you can see the graphs, then it's a confusion matrix is there. Then after you can see the validation result as well as training result, like how we get accuracy and as well loss. Our mission is to we have to use our model in such a way that we can use it in web as well as mobile applications. So we deploy a model, ML model in web app using a Flask, and we made it a responsive UI. As you can see that, this is, and after that we converted our model into TF Lite, and then we used a Flutter application, and by some API we have hello hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible. You
Okay,
can go
okay.
on slowly.
Okay, okay. So as you can see that
Hello, hello,
you
hello,
can
hello,
see
hello,
the
hello.
Yeah,
you can
Charanjit,
see
you
that
are audible. Just a second. Charanjit, you are audible. You can start your presentation after this one. Okay? Yeah, Sayed, go on.
like, we use COVID-19 API to get the active cases, dead cases, and recovered cases. So we can see the cases by district-wise as well as country-wise. And we have put some static information like symptoms, like how to avoid. And this is the demo or main screen where you can upload the image and we can classify the images. And this is the percentage of project we have completed. Like we have to complete it with data collection, model training, hyper tuning, web application, mobile application, and we're done with the testing. And our next step is to building our ML accuracy better to use in real life scenarios. And thank you.
Okay, so there is one question from Charanjit Singh. He's asking, what's the main difference that you have observed between a normal human being and a COVID positive human being? I mean, in the chest, chest ray images. Is there anything,
Okay.
something like a blob in the image so that it predicts a kind of positive, or if there is not and it predicts a
Okay.
negative? Have you?
So I think that hello, uh, our mentee Janmin Jai Singh have and Rohan Gawade has worked on ML model. So I would request you to Janmijai to encounter the question. Hello.
y-
Hello. Okay, so Charanjit, actually, we were heavily limited by the data set we could get, and it was very small, but like we did train the model on it, and we did not the deep learning model is basically a black box. You cannot see inside it unless you plot something called heat maps and activation functions. But none of ours, like mine and the other person who trained it, had the skill set to plot that. and we ran into some errors, but so we could not actually see like what part of the chest X-ray was the model actually looking for. So yeah, like we were limited by that.
And one more question: why did you use this MobileNet version model? Because as the
Yeah,
data
so
set was limited, you could have used a very small model like random
yes,
forest or maybe something else.
actually, the end goal was to deploy this in a mobile app, and currently the TensorFlow Lite is supported for very limited models, and most of them are like actually the ImageNet pre-trained models. So
Mhm.
MobileNet being fast was actually the first choice to go to, and also then it makes the model easier to also load in the web application. So
And
like
I observe a very high accuracy in the results, right? So you were saying that we'll be improving the model.
yeah,
So
actually I don't know Kazim why Kazim wrote that, but like it's the model is probably overfitting, but still like we have retrained it, but like the accuracy is okay, but like it's mainly due to the data set.
yeah.
Maybe
So
like some images were
one thing,
repeated.
as mentioned by Charanjit, that to see whether what kind of parts of the image are responsible for predicting a positive or a negative in COVID-19, you can use something called as saliency maps, which was kind of which was a presentation yesterday, the first presentation. He used grad cams and camps, which are basically class activation maps, to see which part of the image are responsible for predicting a class. Right, so you can check out on Google how to use saliency maps using Keras. So there is a very easy to use library which can be used on this model itself, on this model itself, if you have used
Okay,
Keras.
okay, yes. Thank you. We'll look into that.
Okay,